I don't either.
That's all sexual in nature. I don't know what it was. I was trying to get away from it.
Hello. Guys, we've got to get in here and talk about Melania and Epstein, the situation. Come on in. What's this widget thing? It's a poll. We can take a poll. Ooh. This is going to be awesome. It's about time. Ooh, I can make notes. Oh, God. StreamYard has upgraded. Hello, CC. What's up? Oh, have fun. Have a wonderful birthday party. Fun, girl. Fun in the sun. Have fun in the sun. Have fun. Oh, my goodness. Welcome. Oh, we are going to talk. We're going to find out. I have got a lot of people have been talking about Melania and the Epstein situation. Okay. So we're going to talk about it. And let me go and get my stuff. Yes. Make it make sense. Talked about it. Oh, that was so fun at Heather's house. You guys, I hope you were able to go and hang out over there at Heather's. I was on her Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, a PR nightmare. So go check out Heather's. Actually, what I'll do,
and we'll make it think,
is I'll share it. God. Okay. My daughter has my phone. So anyway, Heather from the Hood, here's the link. I'll share it in the comments. That's what I'll do. And then I'm going to go here. And then, I want to give a shout out to my girl, Danny Robinson. She reached out to me today and I hadn't heard from her. And it was just so good to hear from her. When I say I don't hear from her, I mean, like, she's busy. And when I do get the opportunity, it's great. So I know she's getting her PhD, and I'm so proud of her. And I am so lucky. I'm really lucky to have her as a friend. And she did. She went live today, says CC. So I'm looking forward to that. When my daughter takes a nap, then I will listen to that one for sure. And I'll share it in my post so that those of you that would like to go see it can go see it as well. Now, let's get into it.
you know what that.
My girl, Danny Robertson, was live today, so check out her live, okay? Melania.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, so before we go there, no. Surprise Epstein. Let's see.
Oh, Lord. Audio has just resurfaced that implicates Melania Trump, Donald Trump, and their connections with Epstein. And it's Epstein saying it. Do these people think we're dumb? Do they think we're dumb? Do they think the internet does not exist?
Hello, Pickles!
Melania Trump, of course, yesterday said.
Okay. Now, I think it would be appropriate if we watch Melania's address to the public. She addressed the nation. She addressed the country the other day about Epstein. Why would she do that? Why would she interrupt somebody's meal to tell us about an encounter with Epstein? It was weird. That was the weirdest weird-a-do.
Epstein and his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay, people are mocking her. Okay, hold on.
Melania tries to position herself as an advocate for the Epstein survivors, but those survivors had some choice words in response. This is just another day. By now, everyone has seen Melania's address to the nation about Epstein, saying that the survivors should be allowed to come. What's happened?
Good afternoon. The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today.
I'm gonna be honest here. I can't tell which one of us just woke up from a coma.
Whoa!
Are there new assertions about Melania and Epstein that I didn't know about? Or did she just wake up to...
She woke up and just put herself out there like that. Come on, guys. Oh, you're fine, Cece. Did she just decide to wake up and says, I want to address the nation on the Epstein, that I have no dealings with him? Why did she feel the need to tell us that? She should have kept quiet. She never should have opened that door. She opened a Pandora's box. Ding, 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 ding. The Pandora's box is open. Come through the door. Hello? Pandora's box.
to discover that she's in a bunch of pictures with the pedophile.
Hello?
Part of me feels like the next words out of Melania's mouth are going to be,
Then she's in a whole bunch of pictures. Come on. Walk us through this.
also, I would like to congratulate Taylor and Travis on their engagement, as well as welcome Katy Perry back from space. But let's just hear her out.
The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation.
Okay. Now, she pissed off at somebody for trying to say that she knew Epstein. Okay. Who is she talking to? Can someone help me out with that? Melania, who are you talking to and what are you talking about? Who defamed you? Who said you were with Epstein? Who said that you had a relationship? Who? To the point where you care so much that you had to come on here and make a public statement to the nation about how you don't want to be associated with Epstein and how you had nothing to do with Epstein. And you only knew him from a party that you met through Donald Trump. It's like the liathon starts and then the pictures starts coming out. And then the stories start coming out all over again. And then you're back in the spotlight for no other reason, but you put yourself in the spotlight, Melania. You did. This is the first time we hear from you, and this is what you have to say to us, is that you are trying to protect your reputation. Come on, please. This is not helping. Didn't you, if you didn't take anything from the royal family, you should take never explain, never complain, never explain. But you miss the board meeting. You miss the board meeting. Never complain, never explain, never complain, never explain, never do nothing. Just let it go. 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 Hello, Jess Risa. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Melania spectacle. Because you got to get the gist of the spectacle so that you can get the gist of the memes and the other stuff that's going to come up. Because you just...
Reputation.
I hate to say,
she walks in there like Batwoman and walks out like, you know, Batwoman again. Just Batwoman coming in, Batwoman going out. Just look real fierce. Like, I just want like she had an attitude too. Didn't she come across as if she had an attitude?
say it, but this type of rhetoric is a little underwhelming coming from someone with the last name Trump. You want the lies to stop? Don't defame my reputation?
Right.
Where's that special Trump?
You want the lies to stop. You don't want your reputation to be defamed. You shouldn't have married Donald Trump. Because you can't separate yourself from your husband. You are, you know, it is what it is. But she's talking about, hello, Lisa. Happy Saturday. It is so good to see you. Thank you for coming, guys, and hanging out and enjoying the live. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Doodoo Bird. Okay, much love to you, Doodoo Bird, and happy birthday to your friend. Happy birthday to ya. We'll give her a little song. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Doodoo's friend. Happy birthday, Doodoo's friend. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, my voice is a little scrunchy tonight, so I can't really hit those high notes like I normally do. What is she talking about? Hello. Come on in. Let's see what Melania is saying to us.
Don't touch. How about if the low-life scumbags perpetrating these lies don't cut it out in the next 24 hours?
A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will.
See, that is a Trump response. I'm starting to think that Melania doesn't even have what it takes to carry their last name.
I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
We just happened to stumble up on each other. You know, I didn't meet my husband through Epstein. No, we were just in the same circles, but I didn't know whose party I was going to. Stop trying. See, now you're getting closer and closer to Epstein. Okay, this is my new microphone. It ain't real, it's an ink pen. But it helps with the nerves. What's up, Pickles? Lisa's in the house. Lisa's in the house. She was a willing participant because she definitely knows Epstein. You know him. And now you're trying to tell us that we defaming you. You defamed. You know, didn't know him. Your husband knew him, but you didn't know him. We didn't really know him like that, but we hung around him like that. but we really didn't know him. That's what she's trying to say. And the line. The lie is lying it. Okay? Get the lie straight, Melania.
Takes to carry their last name.
I am not Epstein's victim.
She's not a victim.
Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
Girl, you hear Rocky? I don't hear Rocky. Oh, he's barking. Oh, Lisa, he's in the bedroom. And I don't know why Rockadoodle is barking, but Rockadoodle is not by the treat bowl. He's in the bedroom. So either he's on the bed and wants you to let him down, or he's trying to get on the bed and he wants to get up. Which one? What is Rocky doing, honey? Is he trying to get down? Let me go check. Yeah, Rocky's on the bed wanting to get down. He just wants some attention. And then a little bit just ran past me. There's a lot of movement going on. Okay? Then we got to get back to Melania. Let's get back to Melania.
This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania.
Okay, scratch what I just said.
Hi,
Squeezing in a
Cyrus!
plug for your book during an address to the nation, purporting to be in defense of victims? Oh, she has got the goods. I'm surprised she didn't whip out her own Didn't Know Him merch and list it for sale on her website. But the First Lady also wanted the world to know that she's not just going to war with any false accusations, she's taking on those fake images as well.
Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now.
And why now?
Be cautious about what you believe.
Be cautious about what you believe. And why are you talking about it now, Melania? This isn't a good look for you. It's not. You address us for the first time, and this is what the hell you want to tell us? That you ain't been with a man that has, that they unalived a while ago? Like, make it make sense. I just think she needs to make it make sense. Yeah, why now? Who cares? Don't nobody care about you and Epstein. Your name ain't in the book. Girl. And even if you are, your husband's the president. Why do you care? He's exonerated the whole household. You're exonerated. Isn't she exonerated?
These images and stories are completely false.
Good for her for taking a stand. If a bunch of trolls out there are going to circulate images online of Melania and Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, then they better damn well use the real ones, like this one, and this one, and this one.
Oh,
I'll be honest,
geez.
I don't even know what fake images she's talking about. Did she go online and see one picture of her and Epstein at a Coldplay concert and assume everyone else thought it was real?
Oh.
I continue to be dumbfounded as to why this address is even happening now. Yes, Melania has appeared in photos with Epstein and Maxwell, and she had one email exchange with Maxwell herself, which she addressed today.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence.
Casual
I would
correspondence.
actually agree. This is the email that
So there was an email between us that can only be considered casual. Hello, Cyrus. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Cyrus in the house. Yeah. What are you saying, Melania? What are you saying? What are you trying to tell us? That you had no dealings with this guy, that you didn't know who he was, that you only seen him through parties and that's it. But there was one correspondence that went down that you don't want to talk about that meant nothing. Like, ooh, sounding guilty. Sounding a little fishy. Sounding a little iffy to me.
Melania sent Ghislaine Maxwell. Dear G, how are you? Nice story about J.E., meaning Jeffrey Epstein, in New York Magazine. You look great on the picture. I know you are very busy flying all over the world. How is Palm Beach? I cannot wait to go down. Give me a call when you're back in New York. Have a great time. Love, Melania. If you're looking to point to a correspondence between you and someone involved in a sex trafficking ring that
I don't know him, but I just wrote him this email, this personal email, but I don't really know him. Love you, love Melania. That was a personal email to Epstein, but you don't know him. You just know of him through your parties. That's a lie-a-thon right there. You got to be careful who you lie to. Oh, sorry about that, Cyrus. She's going to get subpoenaed for running her mouth. I mean, Jess Risa, sorry about that. Yeah, she should have. She should have. Look at this, telling off on herself.
absolves you of guilt, I'd say that is a fine example.
Telling off on herself.
Whereas this one, not so much. So Melania, who to this day has not been accused of being an accomplice, gives a speech to the nation to say that she is not an accomplice to Epstein and Maxwell, apparently answering a question we didn't know we should be asking, but are suddenly now also asking. But she doesn't stop there.
Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein.
Now it's time for Congress to act on whose behalf? Yours? What is she talking about? Now it's time for Congress to act. Okay, let's see what she's talking about.
Was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth.
Okay, I was joking before, but now I really believe that she just woke up from a coma. Congress needs to act. They literally passed a law that her husband signed and continues to violate. Of the 6 million Epstein files, 3 million of them have not been released. The DOJ released names of the victims while redacting names of the co-conspirators. Pam Bondi is refusing to testify, and just last week, the new Attorney General said this.
To the extent that the Epstein files was a part of the past year of this Justice Department, it should not be a part of anything going forward.
Don't you see what's happened here today? The entire administration killed the Epstein files, but Melania's speech resurrected it. It wasn't an act of politics, it was an act of God. But when it comes to my confusion as to why Melania chose to speak out today of all days, I take solace in the fact that I'm not alone.
These remarks kind of came out of the blue.
This was not something that the First Lady's office had teed up or previewed in any way before she was giving those remarks, just saying that she was coming out today at the White House to make an announcement.
Breaking news. Look at this crap-a-doodle. You would think the world was coming to an end. Melania had something to say, and then it became breaking news. Lisa says, isn't the friend that was deported going to do an interview to give info on the relationship she had with the Trumps? That would be important, Lisa. Bill Gates is being called before Congress to testify for his part in the e-files. pretty soon. Melania also called to let all the victims testify before Congress. But you know what? Maybe she needs to testify because it looks like she knew something, Debbie. Yeah. Who's getting sued, Cyrus? LOL. If I get to where I read the book, I can share what I read. Okay. Damn, I think it should be breaking news unless it's what we waiting to hear about Trump. Says Lisa. Lisa. Hello, Lisa B. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. You do? Wow, you got a few books. You think, CC, you think bonding is going to be the link, the weakest link? The one that's going to tell everything? What? Take It Down Act. What, is that something she's a part of? Is that something Melania is a part of? Because I've never heard of her being a part of anything. I just haven't. Is that something that she's advocating for? Is that what you're saying? Huh, Debbie?
This one was unexpected.
Well, this really came out of left field.
A lot more questions for the First Lady, for the White House. Why today? Why is she speaking about this now?
Do we know where these lies or smears she's talking about comes from?
Why is she talking about this? Why? And people are starting to speculate and they want to know. She opened up the flood doors for people to ask questions and want to know why you felt the need now to come out and say, stop talking about me. I had nothing to do with Epstein. And everybody's like, why? That's a legitimate question.
Came out of left field for us here covering the White House.
Even Fox News had no fucking clue what was going on, and their entire network resides inside the president's colon. You don't get closer to Donald Trump's thinking than being inside the guy, and even they can't give you an answer. You know, some might say that the truth behind why Melania decided to speak today would make a great documentary, just in case Jeff Bezos.
Just like when she put on that jacket that said, do you care? I don't. That's Melania for you. You just don't know. You don't know what she's gonna do. And then when she gets through doing it, she regrets it. You can't not tell me she don't regret getting up there talking about this because everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. Woo. Oh, I see. But my question is, did Melania have something to do with that? Is that why you're mentioning it? That's wonderful. Oh, so you guys think it's like a documentary she's preparing for? Wow. Oh, wow. Just Risa. Okay. Cece. Yes, Melania helped get it passed. Good for her. She still shouldn't have came out here talking about this. What does that got to do with that? I'm just trying to figure it out. What does the other got to do with the other? What does her Epstein connections? And these people, just like everybody else, is still trying to figure out what, why, when, and how. Yeah. Woo, says Lisa. It'll be as successful as her movie. Who cares? No. She came out like it was breaking freaking news, and this was so important that she had to tell us right now, right here and now, breaking news. The First Lady has spoken to the nation. You've never seen Miss Obama get out there and do something like that. You've never seen her come out and address the nation about some rumor or some incident or whatever the case may be. It just looked really weird. Not a good look, Melania.
Has another cool 75 million lying around. But this is how the Trump White House rolls. From the outside, it might look sloppy, chaotic, disorganized, unprofessional, and ludicrously incompetent. But on the inside,
incompetent, sloppy, don't know what they doing, just, winging it at a whim. She running out here talking about Epstein and putting herself in a digital spotlight. Like,
each and every move is perfectly crafted in great detail.
They just got a very quick call before we went to air with President Trump, who said he was in the middle of a war meeting and that he couldn't talk for very long and had to go, but that actually he had no prior knowledge to the topic that Melania Trump, his wife, was going to be touching upon today in her statement.
Oof. Donald Trump didn't know that Melania was getting that press conference?
He didn't
I think
know.
the First Lady might want to invest in her own.
How the hell you don't tell the President of the United States that you finna give a press conference? Oh, you got it like that? Oh, come on, Come on. You can just give, I want a press conference today at noon. Now, okay? Noon. How did he didn't know? Do you believe he didn't know? I'm gonna guys, there's this new trick. I'm gonna do a poll. No, his wife would speak. Yes or no? Okay, I'm creating it. I created it. I took a poll and I'm going to start it. Okay, do you guys see the poll? Let me know if you see the poll. If not, I didn't do it right. Okay, there it is. There it is. There's the poll. Ooh, that's because the friend's going to trying to get ahead of it. Oh, that makes more sense.
Permanent umbrella. The reality is, if Melania's press conference did one thing today, it was highlight how incredibly corrupt her husband's administration and practically the entire Republican Party has been this whole time. Melania thinks the lies need to stop. When is she going to tell this guy?
That's just a hoax. The whole Epstein thing is a Democrat hoax.
Melania thinks the survivors need to have their voices heard. When is she going to tell this woman?
How many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them. And of those all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice? All of them.
Melania thinks justice needs to be served. When is she going to tell the Department of Justice?
The Justice Department said today that Pam Bondi won't testify in the Jeffrey Epstein probe since she's no longer serving as Attorney General.
I'm sorry, but Melania Trump suddenly calling attention to the Epstein files is like Ronald McDonald's wife coming out to warn us about the unhealthiness of fast food. We're quite aware. But the First Lady appears to be on a mission and can't be stopped.
Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes. And then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth.
Wow. You know, regardless of how incredibly late to the game it is, this call to action by the First Lady of the United States is huge. And it is going to create a giant problem for Donald Trump, who has been trying to quash this Epstein scandal since he first took office. Because for him to ignore this would mean completely shutting down a powerful female voice.
I think you are a terrible reporter. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter.
You're the most obnoxious reporter in the whole place. Quiet.
Well, this should be interesting. Before you go, I'm very excited to announce.
I'm going to give you a thumbs up. And his name is Brian Taylor Cohen. Go check him out. I'm going to put his link in the description because we did use his commentary. And for using his commentary, I would like to say thank you. And to all my subscribers, if you want to see more of his work, there it is. Okay, now, now that we got the gist of what Melania had said that day, we can move
weird
on.
Impromptu speech. We're hearing all kinds.
And we can go. Let's see the speech.
Oh, Lord. Audio has just resurfaced that implicates Melania Trump, Donald Trump, and their connections with Epstein. And is Epstein saying it? You know, do these people think we're dumb? Do they think we're dumb? Do they think the internet does not exist? Melania Trump, of course, yesterday said randomly, out of nowhere, me and Jeffrey Epstein didn't know each other and I was not one of his victims. Okay, good to know. Why'd you say it? Regardless, it kicked it all back up into the air, and we have audio now that directly refutes what Melania said from Epstein's own mouth. They also have a book publisher's audio saying that, yes, Melania Trump met Trump through Epstein. Now, why is this all happening? Why is this all happening? There are some smart people who are trying to figure that out. There's really three reasons why. One, is a big story is about to break. As it says here, no one wants people spreading false rumors about them, particularly if they are involved in notorious pedophiles. So it makes sense that Melania Trump wants to shut these stories down. But what's the urgency here? Melania's email to Maxwell barely got any attention since they were much bigger revelations in the latest batch of Epstein files and hadn't even been confirmed that the email was from Melania. We all know today, since the sender's full name was redacted. The most logical explanation, the First Lady is trying to get ahead of a forthcoming story. Could be. Other folks said, is it distraction? I mean, how bad is it? How bad is it that the war you created to distract from Epstein?
Lisa said that she's trying to get ahead of a story. SpaghettiOs.
Is actually now so bad that you've got to use Epstein to distract from the war. I don't think that's what this is. I actually do think Melania Trump is trying to get ahead of something. And I don't think the White House or Donald Trump knew what she was going to say until she said it. Now, folks are saying, as it comes to this big story that's about to break, that it could be that Michael Wolff is about to release some audio. Here's one person saying Michael Wolff has said Epstein told him the first time Trump and Melania had sex was on Epstein's Lolita Express jet. He might release the audio of their interview, or a similar story might confirm some of the details. Melania is trying to get ahead of it. Another person said here, 100% chance Michael Wolff is about to release audio Epstein saying Melania had sex on his plane. Here's someone else's thoughts.
Point Sarah just made. If the First Lady is trying to preemptively diffuse a journalistic bomb that's coming on the Epstein files, I know a lot of good PR practitioners who would say you don't diffuse a bomb by calling attention to the bomb that's about to come and land on you.
Now, I really think that if we knew if there was a story about to come out, I kind of feel like someone would have heard something by now and we'd at least know that this story forthcoming. I know that there is a story being worked on a certain member of Congress in California who is running for governor that is forthcoming. I don't know when it's going to drop. I was told it's going to drop today. It's not out yet, but I know it's happening. I know it's in the works. So these things have a way of getting around, even if you don't know what's in it, even if you don't know when it's going to come out, you know that it's being worked on because reporters got to report. They got to ask questions. They got to interview people. And so that stuff does tend to get out. So I haven't heard anything about a Melania Trump story being written. Doesn't mean it's not being written. And it doesn't mean that the reporter working on it has done a really good job of keeping it quiet, but I haven't heard of it. You know, we've gotten so used to convenience online that sharing our information, it barely feels like a decision anymore. Every sign up, every account, every quick email login, it all adds up, not just in your inbox, but in a growing pool of data tied back to you. And for most of us, that started years ago, back when we made our first email accounts as kids, not really understanding of what we were giving away or how long it would follow us. Now we're stuck with managing it, spam, random email lists, constant cleanup, trying to control something that was never built to protect our privacy. Now, that's why I teamed up with Proton Mail. Their new Born Private campaign is about starting fresh, building an email that's actually yours from day one. So instead of cleaning up the mess, you can take back control. So go to proton. Started today. Now, as I said, Melania Trump is implicated by Epstein in this now resurfaced audio where Jeffrey Epstein bragged about his close relationship with the president and the first lady.
So how do you know this?
She probably never had scouting much. Just had the same email pattern that the real had. He had his scout. He'd say, Michael, come on, let's go to the office. And he said, tell me, what's it like to be there? He said, you like having sex? You what?
There's the link.
He said, it's great. Seriously, Michael, how often do we have sex? I mean, don't you want to? You and I can go upstairs or tomorrow come over. There's this girl coming in from Los Angeles, part of the Hawaiian tropic cuts. So come over to your car. You can have a great time. I promise you, Michael, it's just me and you. You're going to have a great time. Be up here at 3 o'clock. We can go upstairs. The whole time, Victoria's been on the phone. Listening. Set it up. Because he wants story. You must have had a better wife, right? I said, yes. Tell me about it. And the wife's on the speakerphone, listening, smiling, and saying, I know I think you're really hot. I know you think you're a guy. Michael is like the end of the world, the best guy on earth. You will be married to. You will. Just listen to the next 20 minutes.
Okay. Back.
And the lights on.
The captions on so we can read it.
It's now resurfaced audio where Jeffrey Epstein bragged about his close relationship with the president and the first lady.
So how do you know this?
I found us close to straight. She probably never had a scalp reduction. Because he had the same email pattern that the real had. He had his scalp.
What?
He'd say, Michael, come on, let's go to the office. And he said, tell me, what's it like to be there? He said, you like having sex with your wife? How often do you? He'd say, it's great. Seriously, Michael, how often do we have sex? We don't want to. You and I can go upstairs or tomorrow come over. There's this girl coming in from Los Angeles, part of the Hawaiian tropic cuts. So come over to your car. You're going to have a great time. I promise you, Michael, it's just me and you. You're going to have a great time. Be up here at 3 o'clock. We can go upstairs. The whole time, Victoria's been on the phone, listening, setting it up. Because he wants a story. You must have had a better wife, right? I said, yes. Tell me about it. And the wife's on the speakerphone, listening, smiling, and saying, I know I think you're really hot. And I know you think you're a guy. Michael is like the end of the world, the best guy on earth. You will be married to him. You know. Just listen to the next 20 minutes. And the only thing you will is set you up.
Right. There you go. And of course, we also have a biographer here who has said that Melania Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were lovers and that Trump met Melania through Epstein.
With him in Mar-a-Lago, as you see with Epstein. Sorry, can you see okay? Epstein, a woman called Gwendolyn Beck, who Andrew took to the island, and Melania. I had various references in my book to Melania Trump. Epstein had actually been her lover before Trump, but Trump didn't like that in the book, so he ordered it to be taken out of the book after about 60,000 copies had been printed. So it seemed to be a pretty pointless gesture, but anyway, our publishers did it. But I keep spreading the word.
There you go. Now, Tim Pool, when all these revelations came out, said, dude, what if it turns out it was Trump the whole time with Epstein and Democrats had nothing to do with it? What if? What if, Tim? Oh, Lord. Okay. And then the Epstein survivors actually released a statement because Melania wanted to have a congressional hearing with the survivors. And the survivors basically said, we've done our part. They said here, survivors of Jeffrey Epstein have already shown extraordinary courage by coming forward, filing reports, and giving testimony. Asking more of them now is deflection of responsibility, not justice. First Lady Melania Trump is now shifting the burden onto survivors under politicized conditions that protect those with power. The Department of Justice, law enforcement, prosecutors, and the Trump administration, which has still not complied with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. It also diverts attention from Pam Bondi, who must answer for withheld files and the exposure of survivors' identities. Those failures continue to put lives at risk while shielding enablers. Survivors have done their part. Now it's time for those in power to do theirs. And Alex Jones actually came out last night, and I thought this was fascinating. I want to say real fast, too, you know what Melania didn't say yesterday? She didn't defend her husband at all. Isn't that interesting?
Well, President Trump came out on Truth Social and attacked myself and all the original MAGA supporters today. And I'm just so sad that whatever's happened to him has totally changed the man he once was. He did so much good. That said, it followed just a few hours after Melania Trump came out, unannounced. Reportedly, Trump didn't know, and said she wasn't involved with Epstein and she supports a full investigation by Congress into the Epstein cover-up. Trump says Epstein's a hoax. So this reminds me of Melinda French, when she started turning against Bill, also over Epstein. So Trump's got big problems, folks. And I am just so concerned about this country and the world. Trump is being led around by the nose by Netanyahu and by Mark Levin and others. And it's so sad. The Iran war is a total disaster, a black eye for America. They control the Strait of Hormuz. It is just absolutely incredible what we're seeing and what we're facing.
Didn't he used to be mega? Didn't he used to support Donald Trump? Trump's got the sloppy seconds. You know that is what Epstein was thinking. I want to say that didn't this guy used to support Donald Trump? Yeah, didn't he? Oh, wait, hold on. Just Risa. Sorry, how long were you waiting?
Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry.
Can
I
you
did
hear
not
me?
know you were down there.
Oh,
Yes.
I keep talking in your chat. I'm like, I know who these people are.
Yeah,
And
welcome.
like I said, I am Republican. I am not MAGA Republican.
So
I
did
do
he
not.
used to be?
Oh, so let me just get this really quickly, and then I can tell you. Just because I want everybody to know where I stand on this. Because
Oh, okay. This is just Lisa, everyone.
politics are polarizing. And when you say you're Republican, everybody goes MAGA far right. And that's not me. Not that level. I don't support Trump the man and what he does and what he says. But I'm Republican and align with that side of things. And I did put in your chat, I mega love JD Vance for a lot of reasons. I can talk another time about why and the things about him. But I have different views on stuff than a lot of people. I don't say things in the chats because I'm respectful to my friends.
Yeah.
That I know some people don't. And I'm not going to get into a political back and forth with anybody on YouTube. Like, that doesn't get us anywhere constructively at all.
Right, I agree. And it
The
can
people
get heated.
The people that put things in your chat like, oh, just shut up, like, blah, 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 that's rude and that's disrespectful. I would never do that as a sub to anybody because, you know, if I'll talk about stuff that I don't want to hear, I can leave and go to another station. I don't got to stay. And ultimately, that's everybody's choice.
Well, we appreciate you being here,
And
Just Lisa.
you ever want an opposite? I'm the kind of the opposite side of the spectrum with a lot of things that y'all say, and that's fine. Like, I respect you in that as well. Like, you have the right to your viewpoint, I have the right to mine. I will respect you, you respect me. That's just how I do
Right.
life.
I think that there is there used to be a Republican Party. I just think that
there still is. It's just gotten
kidnapped it.
splintered. It's gotten splintered.
Yeah.
And
it's just I thought the Republicans thought more of the American people, and that's why
they do, but it depends on which ones and which ones are not corrupt, because there's a lot of corruption
and it seems like
on
it's
both sides.
good.
There are some Democrats who are fabulous lawmakers, even though I don't agree with every single thing they support. There are Republicans that are the same way. Then there are Democrats that are corrupt. There are Republicans that are corrupt that have been there entirely too long.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but what is going on right now is shocking. Who is this guy now? This guy used to be a supporter.
Okay, so who you were showing, if that was Alex Jones.
Okay.
Alex Jones, and like I said, STFU, because I don't like Alex Jones. He's a conspiracy theorist person. And
Who,
with the
this guy right here?
I'm not the guy that's making the video. The one he was talking about, Alex Jones, was saying all of this. The video you were showing and the man was talking and you were asking, was he used to be a Republican? That's Alex Jones.
Okay. Yeah.
And after Sandy Hook, the shooting in Newton, Connecticut, Alex Jones took that and ran with it, that conspiracy, that it was red flag, that it was not real, like all kinds of stuff. And he turned a lot of people against him. So now he's flipped sides, and yeah, he was Republican, and now he's kind of flipping ends because of his life. I don't know.
Well, maybe he's seeing some things that he just explained it. He said the war, he didn't agree with the war.
The war and that straight, I can tell you a bunch about as well.
Yeah, he said he didn't agree with that. He didn't agree with why did Melania come out and say anything? Yeah. That's really the subject.
And then that law you were asking about, I can also explain some of that and some about the Strait of Hormuz and why that is so important right now. And this is coming from somebody who lives at the oil industry. Inside information.
Law?
Do what?
What law?
The one that Melania co-signed, the Take It Down Act. And I've talked about that on my channel.
No, that sounds like something great that she's got going on, and good for her.
And
but
that's
what's
to take
weird
down
about
revenge.
Melania?
Yeah, oh no, I get it.
Yeah, what's weird is that she's coming out talking about Epstein, and everybody, and not just me, but everybody's like, what, why?
Because
why,
she's
why?
involved in that somehow, and she's having to find a way to optics for one. And then if she had something to do with it or not, I don't know. I can't answer that. But she's having to address it on her end because she was there in some capacity as well. I mean, they have photos of them doing things. They have photos of them at the Diddy party.
I wouldn't have came out and said anything.
Yeah.
Keep guessing, keep coming up with whatever. Who cares? Why are you coming out saying anything about this? Because you look guilty now. She does. And I agree, Lisa. I don't care if you are Democrats or Republicans. Trump is bad for the United States, and he's ruined everything that makes us great.
And I have some agreement with that, and then I have some different, just because like I said, my views are a little different, and that's okay. But
I mean, it just depends on the subject, because I haven't called anything great that he's done. Yeah, I mean, I haven't
depends on the issue and how you view it, in a way. But yes,
which one?
Like the vaccines, and I mean, I'm going back to for a while. There's a bunch of different things.
See, I think differently about that too.
Yeah, and
I think that is like, people think that, he shouldn't have listened to the people about the vaccines, and I'm the other way. But that's a very controversial.
He pushed for it before Biden did, but those are rolling out, and that actually started with the Trump administration, and then Biden got the credit afterward. I mean, there's a lot of pieces into it if you study U.S. politics a lot.
Okay with him shutting down the country.
Oh, that, yes. I'm just talking about the actual jab, the jab.
But all that other stuff. Okay, somebody's upset.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me move on, because
do you want me to tell you about that strait real fast?
The law?
No, the Strait of Hormuz, and what I know about that and why it's so important with the war in Iran.
Why? Oh, you're going to tell me why you think why the war is important?
No, why it's important to get that strait opened however it happens, because our world is going to crash if they don't get that strait open.
Hi, Dark Matter. I don't think this war is good for us. I think that he went over there trying to get the oil all along, but lied.
I don't think it was oil. It was a lot more, not oil so much, which, yes, I know in the past we have wanted the oil.
He said it was. He said, to be honest with you, I want the oil.
And maybe that's true. I missed that part.
Yeah, like I heard him say it. Come on.
So what I know, my brother-in-law is a big oil guy. He's big in the oil industry. He's a big oil exec. He makes the big bucks. We don't. Let me just put it that way. And he has explained to us that if they don't get that strait reopened, the oil from all of the OPEC is not coming out of the strait, and our markets are about to go screwed up haywire if they can't get that.
Yeah.
And it's vital for he's even told me, like, all of the oil companies could start to go bankrupt, and all of the smaller companies drilling all of the wells.
Who's putting us in that situation?
Yeah.
Who's putting us in this dangerous situation?
I
The
agree.
gas is already high, and we haven't seen a decline.
My brother-in-law is saying it could get up to $10, $12 a gallon if it don't get open and stay open soon.
Uh-oh.
And then all of these little, like I said, I live on the oil fields. Like, you go outside and you see the pumps. You see them putting up oil wells all over the place out here.
Oh, that's so cool.
I live right on the edge of it, and then a little further south where my in-laws are from is oil country. And he does all of this oil stuff, and my husband has gone in and helped on oil jobs. So I know a lot about this from him as far as the oil industry.
Well, hopefully they figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes, Lisa. Do you think they will?
Right now they got a ceasefire, and I think right now Iran is scared to death, and that's one of Trump's motives, though. Even with ISIS, he says we're going to go in there, we're going to do it. He goes in there and he does it, and that freaks them out. Where the other presidents we've had before, it's threaten, and they never do anything. So then it piles up for years and years, and then we have the bigger wars that we've had. And like with ISIS, he went in real fast. As soon as 2016, he said, I'm going to fix this. And it got fixed really fast. I even have friends that fought
Donald Trump?
Yes, Donald Trump in 2016. I have friends that fought in not Desert Storm, the Iraqi war,
I'm sorry,
early 2000s.
I really don't think that he's done anything for our country.
I have a friend who was in the military.
Say that.
No, I get it.
My personal opinion, Trump hasn't done anything.
We can disagree to agree.
Take us back some years, take us back some years. But I don't want to interrupt.
No.
But
so my friend, he was in the Iraq War in 2005, 2006, and he was in the Battle of Fallujah, and he was in the Battle of whatever the other one. It started with an R. And then ISIS came in during Obama, and ISIS started taking those back over. And he was telling me, I can't believe that they're letting them go back in and terrorize the areas that we cleaned out, and the things he saw during the war. And then Trump went in at 2016 and he said, we're going to stop ISIS or ISIL. And they did. So this with Iran, it's kind of the same MO. We said he's going to do it. We're going to do it. And then he did. And now it's, how are they going to respond?
No, he said that he wasn't going to start a war, and he's starting one. So.
He said he was going to start hitting their military spots if they didn't stop doing A, B, and C and stuff like that. Not, I'm going to go to war with you, but it's escalated.
No, this is an illegal war that Donald Trump.
It's technically not a war yet because Congress.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a war conflict technically at the moment, but we're calling it war.
What I've been covering and what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
What I've been noticing, this is Donald Trump's war.
I agree with you there.
He wants it
I'm
to
not
stop.
disagreeing.
He can stop. But
this is going to be what he's
wouldn't it?
known for at the end of his whole
He said no wars. And here we are. That's why this gentleman is upset. Let's see what else.
Yeah, Debbie, she said the UAE.
I supported the old Trump. I got so many good things done.
No,
but at the end of the day, I just feel sorry for him and pray that God touch his heart and soul and free him from the demonic influences that he's under. I mean, it's just that simple. This is a nightmare. We know the Democrats, the left, are absolutely terrible. But when Trump's calling for wiping out whole civilizations and acting like a supervillain.
Yeah, why would he say that? Like he would wipe out a whole civilization, like it wasn't nothing. That was very immature.
Like I said, I do not agree with the rhetoric. I do not agree with the whole Greenland thing. That's probably over resources.
There is nothing this man has done to better my life and to better those around me. If anything, he's wreaked havoc. So, I mean, I've seen destruction. That's it. and he's also a felon.
Oh yeah, I know.
And yeah, Iran isn't afraid of him. They're not. They're not going to be bullied into submission.
Yeah.
So the reason why that's cut off is because they're not going to be bullied.
Yeah. And I just put on your chat, somebody said about that strait. It's in the UAE. That's Dubai. If you know Carl out here,
Yeah.
Carl from Dubai, he's in Dubai and he's seeing some of this in Dubai. And I've
Yeah, he
just
is.
in
We
chat,
can see that.
I've asked him. I've told him maybe you should show like what you're seeing in Dubai, where we could see from your side. What are you seeing, and are you safe? The first thing I did was send him a message saying, "Are you safe?" Once they started to attack Dubai, because
Yes,
that was
yeah.
my first thought. Is Carl
Mine
safe?
too. Mine too. Because I like Carl. He's a sweetheart. He
Mhm.
says he's doing great. Hold on, just Risa.
Oh no, we're good. Have you ever
he says that he thinks that Donald Trump is demonic, that he's gonna pray for him,
Yeah.
that there's demonic forces around him.
I think there are some that
Wow.
work in him.
I have to.
That's pretty deep.
Come out and say I don't support it. It's that simple. So again,
He doesn't
Trump's
support
own
him.
wife came out at an unannounced press conference today and said the Epstein crimes are real and that she wants the victims to be in front of Congress to cover up the end. That's the opposite of what Trump's saying. Looks to me like she's breaking with Trump because she knows the ship's sinking.
I mean, that's literally what everyone's doing. They know the ship is sinking. Trump has never been less popular. I think he's never been more powerful in terms of what the executive branch can do. It's not a great situation that we have a crazy person who feels cornered.
That says a lot, because if he's not popular and he doesn't continue his fame and fortune, then he's going to lose in November.
Have you ever really looked into the history of Iran?
No. I have not. I know Debbie was mentioning that. Something
I saw
about
a video.
1947, but
It goes to the British. That's why I'm asking if you know the history.
No. I'm talking about what's going on today.
Oh no, I get it.
Yeah, no, but that's what I told Debbie, and that's no.
Because there's a good video that explains a lot of that. No, we're good.
No, it doesn't. Not for him to start a war.
No. I'm saying it explains how Iran.
He thought it was going to be easy to go over there and treat Iran like he treated what was that? God, what are the names? Venezuela. Yeah. He thought it was going to be a 1, 2, 3.
Well, unlike Russia,
they told him, no, you're not going to come over here bullying us and taking our land. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit, because if they were coming over into my land, I would be like, wait a minute.
Well,
what are
the
you
other
doing?
thing,
He's a convicted felon, a pedo.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's not fit to lead anything. I really don't. And I agree with this gentleman right here. It looks like he's come to his senses.
With so much power in office, but certainly Melania knows, Alex Jones knows, Megyn Kelly knows, many of MAGA know that Donald Trump is not going to survive this. So they're getting off while they can. Melania Trump's even like, I wasn't involved. It wasn't me. Now we all know it was, but they're all trying to save themselves. I say, let them fight. Let them fight. I'm team let them fight. If they fighting, let them. It's a good day. Pretty good day, right? Wow, we went from nuclear war potentially this week to Melania Trump dropping a nuke on her relationship. You love to see it. I'll see you soon.
I haven't had a drink in a minute. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. I think I'm at the end. Okay, we did this, right? No.
What a week, Rick.
Oh my God. And
who is
what a
this?
day yesterday was.
Lincoln Project.
Probably like the surprise story. I mean, you called me this morning because we were getting like a million questions about this Melania thing.
Yeah.
Right?
So
I mean,
we covered this a little bit on the breakdown last night, but for those of you who missed it,
yeah, we want to know.
Melania took to the podium yesterday to address the nation and tell everyone that she has never heard of Jeffrey Epstein. Pretty much.
Epstein?
Yeah. I'll let Rick rock with his impression, but first let's see the original.
Yeah.
I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
Hi, Cassandra.
Okay. First of all, she could not say the word trivial. I think that's what she meant when she said tribal. Why did she go out there?
Listen,
Who at the White House thought this was a good idea? What is she trying to get
actually,
at?
they didn't think it was a good idea because this caught everybody by surprise. This caught the press corps by surprise. It was supposed to be some like Melania issued a statement on puppies and kittens or whatever. But everyone was shocked by this. And I heard from somebody close to Trump world last night, they were shocked by this. So they're trying to play it off like, oh no, he knew all along. There's been a great disturbance in the Trump force about this story. I want to say, Kate, I've watched that clip now 3 times. First off, there's something weird she's trying to forestall here. She's trying to shut something off at the pass here. I don't know what it is yet. I think it has something to do with this Michael Wolff material that he's leaking out to the Daily Beast. But I also think when you listen to that very carefully, there were a lot of careful parsings in that statement. And there was also a red flag that every Trump statement from any Trump family member, the minute they deny something, it is a full confession of guilt.
Yeah.
I was not Epstein's victim. I did not meet my husband through Epstein. Why is this point really important to make to the whole nation right this minute?
Yeah.
I believe it is because Jeffrey Epstein introduced Melania to Donald Trump, and she was his sloppy seconds. There's a lot of reporting about this whole world of models that Melania was in before she married Donald Trump, with a lot of these Zampoli and these other shady guys in this modeling universe that Melania was tied to, and Epstein was also tied to. I think there is a storyline here she's desperately trying to change the narrative on right now.
No,
and it's not comfortable. You can tell she doesn't have a lot of human emotions, but you could tell she was not comfortable with that presentation. She was not going out there going, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to do this. That was painful, Kate. That was painful to watch.
Yeah.
Do you think she was introduced to Donald Trump through Epstein? I wonder. He got his sloppy seconds.
I'm wondering what the conversation was like behind the scenes and why she felt the need to do it at the time that she did, especially when all the Epstein stuff is kind of out of the news, given what's going on with Iran.
Listen, if the theory is that Melania was now there's a separate theory that I don't fully buy, but I'll see what you think about it. That somebody floated to me this morning. The other theory is that she and Trump are this close, they're in cahoots, and she said, I will distract them from you being a genocidal lunatic who just lost a war to Iran by putting Epstein back in the news. I can tell you, the polling on the Iran war is so bad, I could see why they might think that would be something that they might want to do. Not sure I buy it. I think there's something else going on here under the water. It just feels wrongity wrong. And also that new hair and the new blowout, there's a whole weird vibe going on here. I don't know what it is either, but knowing the Trump universe, they make this kind of play only when they're in really, really deep water and they're really unhappy about something coming.
From everything that I heard, everyone in the White House was shocked that this happened. Yes. And I don't know. I'm not in that world, but them being in cahoots sounds kind of far-fetched to me.
Right.
I think she hates him, and she found out that something was going to come out, and she was like, "You will not bring me down with this. I've had enough."
Maybe there's a part of this where she started teeing it up so that when something truly horrific about him comes down, she says, "I told you I have nothing to do with Epstein. My husband, however."
That's what I thought.
That may be where we're going with this, but I mean, it's just a mess, and the whole thing stinks, and there's something weird about it. And I suspect we're in for a hell of a ride this weekend again, because the war has gone spectacularly wrong. Iran said today, you get 15 ships in the Strait every day. That's it. That's less than 10% of the normal traffic. They have to pay Iran to go through, not the U.S. Trump his polling numbers over the war are now in the low 20s. Not too popular. And Epstein is brewing back up again. It always comes back. I have a elephant in the room today about that, Kate. It's just Epstein always comes back. It's like this weird gravitational thing that no matter what they do.
It does.
It was like in the movie where the guy's going through something horrible, and then he wakes up and thinks it was just a dream, but then he realizes it wasn't a dream. He's still going through the horrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Epstein is for them all the time. Just never stops returning to haunt them. So something is afoot with Melania. Something is wrong with this. I don't know what her secret is here yet, but everybody in Washington, I can tell you, 100 reporters last night were on the various chats that I'm on and various calls and various text messages. Like, what do you know? Anybody know something? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? A lot of people are chasing the story right now, and they're really trying to find out what's going on. And they'll eventually get it from Melania's world. Melania has her own little clique of people there. They're not controlled by Susie or Trump or Stephen Miller or anybody else. She has her own little clique of people that work for her. Melania doesn't really live in the White House. She doesn't spend time in the White House. She shows up when she has to do something there, and then it's out. She lives in Palm Beach or in New York, increasingly Palm Beach for tax reasons. But the other part of this is
just Risa. Let me know if you have something else you need to say or would like to say.
No, not really, unless you have another question for me.
What do you think? Do you think that she was introduced to Donald Trump through Epstein?
Honestly, I have no idea. I question it because they did meet around the same time frame as what all that was going on. But there's also a lot of people in that network that it could have been through somebody else, where somebody else. I don't know that part. I do have her book and I haven't read it. And if it says something, I will tell you what she said.
Oh, have you seen her documentary?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
I have not seen that either yet. I've been too busy with other stuff to focus on that. Yeah. And like I said, I also have Netanyahu's book, but I haven't read it either. And it's special edition. It's signed. I spent a lot of money on it.
That's pretty cool.
I collect autographed books, and like that one. I don't even want to read the book that I have because it's autographed and the authenticity and everything. I kind of just want to buy another copy just to read the book.
Okay.
But I read a lot and read all kinds of stuff.
I know. Like, I was reading Lisa's comment. What the deal with Melania? I want to know now. What's going on? Everybody wants to know why she comes out with this story like she's addressing a nation, like she's got something real important to tell us, and then she's talking about her situation with Epstein. And that's
and if you remember a year ago, there are photos of him and her with P. Diddy at his parties. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in that time frame with all of these people with a lot of money and connections that some of us will never understand, because there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack.
Wow, Dark Matter said that she said that they met at a 1998 party when he was still married to his second wife. He was still married
to Ivana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So that's just I don't know that part.
I think Trump himself.
And if I read the book, I will definitely tell you what she says in there, at least. And with that, you have to, is it truthful or not? I can't verify, but just like Prince Harry's book.
Yeah.
And I read that one too.
Exactly.
Himself, he fired Bondi. And he thought, okay, it's going to fix it. And when Todd Blanche went out the other day and said,
let's see who else.
No more Epstein files. It's all done. It's all over. The reaction from both Congress and Trump's own supporters was like, oh, come on,
Melania.
We're not buying that. So there may be something coming out in the next tranche of documents, or Congress may have found something in the stuff that they're allowed to see about Epstein that implicates Melania or implicates Trump more thoroughly. I just think you watch that performance. That's not a confident person. I also noticed one other thing. I make the funds, but Melania sometimes speaks in much less accented English than she did yesterday. Sometimes her accent is barely noticeable. I've known this over the years. People who speak another language as a second language, when they're stressed or nervous, they tend to fall back into their old linguistic patterns and accents. That was some thick Slovenian accent right there. Tribal, all that. I don't know. Something's going on. If anybody knows more, hit us up, because we're here to make their lives painful.
DMs are open.
DMs are open. No, I think, Kate, that we are about to go back into another Epstein cycle as well. Congress is going to want to know. They're going to be back in a couple weeks. They're going to have to come back again. And Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna and even Nancy Mace and people on both sides of the aisle now are like, okay, enough. We're going to get this out. We're going to talk.
All gas, no breaks. She also called for open testimony from the victims.
Yeah, which, I want open testimony from the victimizers. I want the guys who victimized these women alongside of Jeffrey Epstein. The Leon Blacks and the Les Wexners. Those are the people who are implicated in this, and the Alan Dershowitzes and the Donald Trumps who are implicated in this in various scales and ways.
Ooh.
I want them to testify too. I want the victims to be protected as much as we can. They deserve it because they've been treated abominably by Pam Bondi. I mean, when Pam Bondi goes to hell, man, it's going to be a great fucking day. The devil's going to be like, oh, you.
I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you, girl.
Oh, wow.
But, look, I think her calling for that still didn't really call for justice for the victims. Didn't call for justice for the victims. And there may be one of these victims who will implicate her or Trump further. There may be something about Maxwell that we're going to find out about her. All of it, there's a sign of something brewing on the horizon, or there's a dark cloud on the horizon for Trump world about Epstein. And if Melania's getting out ahead of it to protect herself, you do you, sister. God bless. So
she's going rogue. We'll see what happens.
Going rogue. Melania's off the reservation, folks. Beware. All right. Well, Kate, I hope that answered some people's questions. I don't have trying to get you guys the options that I think are out there, what's happening. And if we know more, we'll come back and do more, because I think this is a big story. I know a ton of reporters are beating doors down this morning about this. So let's see what shakes loose.
I haven't had a drink in a minute. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is his intro.
Very wrong.
With the music.
Like the video.
Melania Trump breaking records in the way that you don't want to break records. Historically awful she is. The American people really don't care for her.
Okay. Sorry. I haven't had a drink in a minute. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Let's get to Melania. So everybody was wondering why Melania had given this weird impromptu speech. We're hearing all kinds of things like the White House wasn't.
Melania tries to position herself as an advocate for the Epstein survivors, but those survivors had some choice words in response. This is just another day.
Drink in a minute. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Let's get to Melania. So everybody was wondering why Melania had given this weird impromptu speech. We're hearing all kinds of things like the White House wasn't even aware. So let's check out the speech really quickly before we get into.
I often see in the comment section, people say, girls, keep the Epstein files at the top of the news cycle. And I think, you know what? Our listeners are smart and they are correct. And much to my surprise, we have a strange ally in this plight of ours. And one, Melania Trump, randomly had a press conference yesterday and addressed the Epstein files directly. And before we dive into her video, which is delicious, I want to first paint the picture of Melania and Ghislaine Maxwell's email communications that were dribbled out in one of these Epstein drops. Pop this up.
Hey,
Sweet Pea,
Leticia.
thanks for your message. Actually,
Yes.
plans changed again, and I am now on my way.
I'm probably gonna have to go pretty quickly.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart.
No worries. And
Hello,
thank you
Alexa.
for having me up and letting me share. And I might need to do something on that history with Iraq or Iran, like I was trying to tell you about. Might need
Just
to do something on that because it's interesting.
Okay, yeah, you
How
should.
how Iran got to where they are today with the level of religion, all of that stuff, how they got here today. I saw a really good video about it the other day, and I even was like, wow, I didn't know.
You should do a deep dive on it. Hello, Electrohead.
I gotta go. I will catch you later.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming. That was just Risa, guys. Just Risa. Okay. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Melania. Now, we've been doing this for about an hour and a half. Now, I could keep going, or we could do make it make sense. Let's see what the poll happened to the poll. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Trump knew his wife would speak. Okay. He knew. He wasn't stupid. That was the poll. Correct. Let's see. Well, Jed, you've been in my chat some. So what's going on today? Any I know I gotta check out my girl Danny Robertson's live. I missed that earlier. I was out with the family, and so I'm gonna check that out. I want to show you one more thing before we go. Now, Candace, all these people are falling out with Donald Trump. Why do you think that is?
Okay, sorry.
Candace Owens has responded to Donald Trump's insane message. Laura Loomer, far-right, I guess, commentator, friend of Donald Trump, is the one who has been feeding Trump what Tucker Carlson has been saying, as he's made a very good point prosecuting the case against Donald Trump and this meaningless war he gets into. On the second half of the episode, we're going to talk about Melania Trump, that'll be the second half of the show. So let's get into it. Here's Candace's response. Time to put grandpa up in a home. I've said the same thing. Oh! Jesus, take the wheel. Please. Can we get Carrie Underwood here to sing the song?
She called Donald Trump a grandpa. This is Candace. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, put grandpa up. Wasn't she like, go Trump, go, go Trump, go, go Trump, go, go. Jess Reese said that Candace has gone off the deep end some too. Oh, you were working on Electrojet? I'm going to drop the link just in case someone wants to come up. Oh, okay, with that. But she didn't call Donald Trump grandpa.
Keys from old Donnie. Here's what Donald, I'm just going to read the whole thing for you. This is what Trump had to say in response to everyone turning on him. Of course, Trump's the one who turned on his base. We knew this would happen from a mile away, right? Trump has lied about having concepts of a healthcare plan and all of these other things. He's there to enrich himself, and he's sort of bought and paid for and being held hostage in one way or another by Bibi Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel. I mean, we know this. Prove me wrong. Donald Trump is working for a foreign government, and this is no longer a conspiracy. We're watching it play out. Innocent Americans are dying in the process. We are all paying for it at the gas pump. Trump responded, I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the number one state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon, because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They're stupid people. They know it. Their families know it, and everyone else knows it too.
Oh my God, these people once supported him. It reminds me of Maggot. I agree, Candace. It's time. The dementia is rapid, but we'll keep looking for the dead people walking around. Oh boy. He's definitely not working for the American people. He's not. He's not. Look how he's talking about these people. These Candace Owens is a known influencer, but still, she's not someone. I can't believe I'm defending her. Because I'm not like this big fan of hers, because she was a different way. Here we go.
Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their shows, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary.
Call them nut jobs. This is the president of the United States. Can you imagine? Like, how can you say he's good in these areas, but he's okay in these areas, but I don't agree with him in this area? No, it doesn't work. Either you agree or you don't. Either he is or he isn't, and he's not. He is not. This man is not taking care of us Americans. And a toothache. He's not at all.
For some free and cheap publicity. Now, this is also like when Trump makes fun of like the New York Times for being failed media. The media ecosystem has changed. Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens are making far more money doing what they're doing now than working for some, like Fox News. Fox News, you might not even know me. I'm a small content creator. I make more money than most of the pundits on cable news. Are you kidding me? That's like trash. That's like doing soap operas. That is such old school. Anyway, you get the point, right? So you don't judge success based on whether or not someone's entrepreneurial and goes off to do their YouTube show. Maybe Candace Owens was fired from the Daily Wire, but I promise you she's doing better now. Now they think they get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them, and their views are the opposite of MAGA. I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. Trump won the election before doing everything opposite of what he ran on. I didn't vote for him, but those that did voted for No New Wars, Make America First, Doge, right? Make America Healthy Again. All these things that were colossal failure. MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump, not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist. Or Megyn Kelly, who's nastily asked me to the now famous Only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Now, that's a tricky one, because maybe the First Lady of France does win that defamation lawsuit. We don't know. We haven't seen all the discovery. Candace Owens is being sued for defamation for claiming that Brigitte Macron was born a man. Again, we're gonna follow that case closely, so hit the subscribe button. An interesting defamation case. Candace is allowed to make these claims if she believes them to be true. Did the First Lady provide evidence to Candace to stop her? Again, side story. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. Now, on that one, it's like, look, Brigitte Macron, when you look at her some of the younger photos, she's beautiful, sure. She's beautiful, but come on, Candace Owens is also conventionally very attractive. And I'm not here to judge people's looks, but to respond to the president. I mean, talk about the fruit falling close to the tree here. How am I supposed to, I would prefer a world where I don't have to compare people's looks, but the fact that our president is doing this should be, to me, impeachable that he's even stooping to this level. But Candace Owens looks different than Brigitte Macron. We can all agree. Skin tone, whatever, different, and yet different race. And yet, I think Candace Owens is extremely beautiful. That is the last of any criticisms you would have of her, right? So you lose that one, Donald. Anyhow, he can.
That makes sense. Candace got mad because she didn't get a spot in the administration. But she had been windmilling for him for years. It was just this year. Very bad behavior. I just had a Twix, a Kit Kat. A chocolate Kit Kat out of my daughter's candy from school. I want to hear her talk.
Continues. Bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost an entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attacks on the family of the Sandy Hook shooting victims, ridiculously claiming it was a hoax. I think this is the one thing most people will agree with Trump on, which is Alex Jones doubled down, tripled down, and quadrupled down on a terrible hoax. And because of that, he should be held liable. But again, that has nothing to do with this. These so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news, CNN, the failing New York Times, and all of the other radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not mega, they're losers, just trying to laugh at mega. As president, I can come on my side anytime I want to, but when they call, I don't return their...
Hello, Electro Jet. Hello.
Hey, Letitia, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good.
Can you hear me okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm doing great. I tagged you in a video that I know you would appreciate.
Oh. Okay, my daughter's
look
got
for
my
tags.
phone, so. Okay.
Yeah, I added you. It's on my backup channel. The backup channel is called This is Electro Jet.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you.
It's a 2-hour, 30-minute video, but once you see the beginning, you'll understand why you'll want to stay for the whole thing. But if you want to see a little snippet of what it's about, it's my latest video on my regular channel. Because certain people are trying to have it taken down.
Oh, really? What is the link?
I'll give you the link in the back chat. I'll give you the link in the back chat.
Okay.
Give me a second. And
hey guys, this is Electro Jet. This is a friend to come to visit. He's showing us his channel. Okay.
that's the back chat. I got it right. That's make sure you put a wall over it. I don't want you getting in trouble. She's trying to take down the video from my channel. So just put what do you got? One of those screen covers. So
okay, let me see what I have. Okay.
Do you have one of those?
I think so. I think it's us.
No.
Okay, let me see what I can do here. Let me go
Well,
here.
the important part is the important part is the end. That's what you need to see. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix something.
Okay, yeah, I got it. We're screened. So we're good. I'm good. Now I'm gonna play it.
Give me a second. Wait. Now take down the screen at 33 seconds.
Okay.
After 33 seconds, take down the screen. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you see it? Okay,
I
let
don't
me
see
know
it
if
yet.
you can hear
I
it.
don't
Let
see
me
the
know,
screen yet. You're
let me
blocked.
know if you can hear it.
Talk about shit once you wish a person's kid's dead. Stormy, that person, she wishes your nephew, she wished him she wished my kids. She wished all my kids were unalive. And my sister is sitting here. She's come in here saying, "Hi, Maria," with a heart. When that bitch says she wants all my kids unalive. Does that sound normal, Chrissy, to you? What's it like over there? I don't know. You're in a different
Can you hear it?
How would that fly over there where you're at?
Okay, now pause it there and put the screen up. You'll see what it's.
Okay, now put the screen up.
I can hear it. I just don't see it.
Okay, do you want me to show it?
You know what? No, I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position. When you get the chance, just watch the video on your own. Okay?
Oh.
I don't want you going. I don't want you to see because right now she's trying to pull the
see.
video down off of my channel. She hit me with a privacy, and I know it's because of the picture. But when you do, just check it out on your own. I don't want to put your channel in any kind of jeopardy, sweetheart. So just watch it on your own, and I know you'll enjoy it. And I'll just look at your tags, and you'll see that I tagged you in my backup channel so you could watch that other video because it's very revealing of that same person.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hello, peace. Wow. Did that happen today, Electro Jet?
Peace. I hope you don't think I'm trying to get her in trouble. No, I did that video night before last. And the video that I linked in the back channel, I did that last night.
Okay. So I'll go I'll definitely take a look at it. Yeah. No, I'm listen. He's my guest and I want to treat him as such. And it's behind closed doors. I'm gonna go take a look at it. He tagged me and we're all good. Right?
Yeah, peace. I'm not trying to get her in trouble. And you're right. But I know that she has issue with the same people I have issue with.
Yes.
Which
I
is,
do.
So, but I apologize. Peace. I'm not trying to get her in trouble. That's how come I said don't play it, just watch it.
Yeah. I'm glad you tagged me though, because you're right. I do have the same issues with the same people you do. That is true. Yeah. And how you been? I've been ignoring it trying to most of
Yeah,
it.
well, for the most part, I have been too, but it's been getting out of hand, and I found out that she doxed my mother. She gave my mother's address, a full name, and then she gave out my sister's full name, and then a few other family members. I'm like, why would you do that? So I had to retaliate and put the truth out there. So
you got to put the truth out there because when I got doxxed, it was not fun at all. You feel violated, you feel vulnerable, you feel helpless, like there's a feeling that you feel. And when Maggot did it to me, that's how I felt. And I tried to get my subscribers to understand, you know, what I kind of went through with her, with that whole situation. But I have put her behind me. She's beneath me.
Yeah, for the most part, you know, I put it behind me, but when I found out she did what she did, listen, you can dox me all day because I feel sorry for anyone that comes to my house.
Was that
if
recent?
anyone comes here, I can protect myself.
Yeah.
No, I found out she did it. It was like a year ago, and the person showed me the proof and literally showed me. She did it about a year ago, and I didn't know about this.
Wow, why do people take it so personal and try to?
But you know what? Let's get back to the subject you were on. Let's watch these videos. And peace again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steer the conversation away. I just thought Lady Letitia would love to know about this stuff. But Lady Letitia, I'm sorry for steering the conversation a different way. Let's watch these videos that you got.
Electrojet, thanks for coming up. I do appreciate it. I love having company. No one wants to come up and hang out with me. So regardless of what we talk about and what we do, it's cool. I enjoy it. So come again anytime and hang out with me, okay?
Anytime, sweetheart. Anytime. Yeah. Right now, I'm not into politics and Trump.
I'm talking to
Say
myself
again?
most of the time. No one comes to visit me. Just Risa visited me earlier, but yeah, no one comes to visit.
No, I try to come here. I just don't get up on panel all the time. But yeah. I'll make sure I make a habit of coming up onto panel just to hang out with you. I promise.
Okay, that sounds good.
And we'll talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you for coming up. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, listen, I just wanted you to see just this one little clip of Donald Trump, okay? And then I'm going to let you lovely, beautiful people go. Is this it? No, that don't look like it's it. Here it is.
Their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs. And after a few times, they go nasty, just like Marjorie Trader Brown.
This is Donald Trump going off on everybody every which way. Yeah, just going off.
But I no longer care about that stuff. I only care about doing right for our country. MAGA is about winning and strength, and not only Iran to have nuclear weapons, not allowing Iran. MAGA is about making America great again. And these people have no idea how to do that. But I do, because the United States is now the hottest country anywhere in the world. President Donald J. Trump. Does anybody believe this nonsense? Since Donald Trump took office, literally nothing is better. The tariffs were giant failure. They have led to zero domestic investments, literally zero. I mean, Trump's building his ballroom with foreign steel, right? Nothing he has done this term. Listen, all he had to do was surf the wave. The economy was coming back. The inflation rates had started to go down. And now gas is up 60%. People have to travel to work. And now they are spending $50 to $100 extra a week just pissing it out the window because Trump started a war he couldn't win. That was on faulty, I don't even want to say faulty information, because all of the agencies, leading with Tulsi Gabbard, all said they are not getting a nuclear weapon. They're not in the process of enriching uranium to the point of nukes, X, Y, and Z. So here's Candace's response. It may be time to put Grandpa up and home. Now, as a stand-up comedian, I have to tell you, economy of words is what comedy is all about. How can you cut the flesh and get right to the bone, right? That's what it's all about. How quickly can you make your point and get out? Usually in a fight online, if a commenter leaves me some crazy response, if I just respond, weird, it's like, how little time can you give to something? And it may be time to put Grandpa up in a home. Chef's kiss. And of course, I'm sure we're going to get more from her. Now, we have so much to get into. President Trump completely turning on Tucker, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, and Megyn Kelly. Probably his biggest mistake he's ever made, so says some large political pundits. So much of the MAGA base looks up to these people, and this is going to get them questioning their loyalty to Trump. Yeah, how many people are going to turn on Candace that are Candace fans? They're going to follow her. How many people are going to turn on Tucker Carlson? Tucker Carlson has been really good with his take on this war. Megyn Kelly is coming around. She still suffers from, I don't know, Ozempic or Botox-related blood issues where she sometimes has terrible takes, like saying she would rather Trump nuke Iran than let a Democrat back into office. Okay, weird. Because the Democrats are already nuking the country. What are you talking about? And by the way, I did have someone in my comment section say, Dave, I have found no evidence that Megyn Kelly said it. Like, we literally covered it. Follow my Instagram right there, @DNeils. You can watch those words coming out of Megyn Kelly's mouth. She's insane. But hey, a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So Trump is done is the big line there. Now, how about this? CNN plays a montage of Trump praising Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones. Don't we all see this? He only likes you if you like him. That is like narcissism 101. Have a listen.
That's what Lisa said.
I just mentioned a name, a woman who I saw the other night on television just rip some poor idiot apart. Megyn Kelly is here, and she's doing. Come on,
come on there, Megyn. Come on there, man. I'll grab you.
I'm having a great time up here. Are you having a good time?
Are you doing a good time?
Is he the greatest?
Is he not doing?
Candace Owens, I watched her and I saw her coming. I said, I'm pretty good at star power. I say, that's a star.
Star.
I just want to finish by saying your reputation's amazing. I will not let you down. You will be very, very impressed.
Donald Trump, let me say this. My audience, I'd say 90% supports you. Okay. Right. And you definitely have shown your knowledge of geopolitical systems.
All right, so there it is. So there's Trump. Hey, you like me, I like you. You don't like me, you're the worst. Failing news. All right, we all see it. Unbelievable. And so Piers Morgan, who has been very kind to Trump until recently, very willing to grade Trump on a curve, said Trump is attacking them now because they all oppose the Iran war and have been increasingly critical of the Israeli government, as have Joe Rogan, Theo Von Me, and many others who have good relations with Trump. He should stop lashing out and listen to his friends. Hey, that might be the best advice anyone's given him in this whole instance. Now, here's Megyn Kelly. We've called her Ozempic Steve Jobs. Here she is ripping on Fox News and kind of calls out the game plan of what they're doing, as Fox News is one of the last places that still supports Trump.
Fox News is insufferable right now. Insufferable. I was there for 14 years. I've already told my audience, if I were a Fox News anchor right now, I'd know exactly what to do. Cheerlead. That's it. It's all about rah, rah, rah. Go military. That's what's patriotic. Praise the president. Support the troops. Support the war. Day in, day out. This morning, who do they put on? Mike Pompeo to kick off the day's coverage.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, how much can we trust Megyn Kelly because she was one of those Muppets, one of those stooges that was part of that megaphone, right? Fox News, owned by an Australian, right? This billionaire from Queens, New York, that has somehow convinced a lot of Southerners and conservatives that he's one of them. I mean, it's truly one of the greatest con jobs of all times. But yes, Megyn Kelly spent 14 years in Fox News. She knows how it works. She was a part of the problem, and she's going to have to do a lot of retribution for me to truly trust her. And the same thing with Tucker Carlson. I don't like Tucker. Look, I'm going to disagree with all of them on a lot of social issues, and that's a conversation you get to have after we get back to just all protecting democracy, due process, First Amendment, right? The sort of amount of government pressure on freedom of speech right now, looking into leaked sources and news organizations and tapping into phones and all of the crazy stuff that's going on is insane. It's absolutely insane, which is what we've let happen. And whether you're Republican or Democrat, we all need to come together and get back to a place where we have due process, freedom of speech. Because you think they're just rounding up illegal immigrants? They are beating the shit out of American citizens. If some people are lucky, because some have already been shot and killed without getting a fair trial, right? Run over, shot in the throat, back of the head. Unbelievable the way we are sending people into wars without democracy, playing out. And luckily, even these folks that are on the other side of the aisle are also seeing it. Now, you want to talk about an extreme wackadoodle. We've got Laura Loomer here. And I know you might not understand which face of Laura Loomer we're talking about. Any one of them. I'm not here, and I'm not body shaming anyone, just so you properly know who we're speaking of. There's plenty of different looking Laura Loomers here. I don't know. I'm just telling you right now, there's a little bit of a lack of trust that I have for people that are lying about their face. To that degree, at least, that why would we believe what's coming out of their face?
But the president has had enough of Tucker shit. And yeah, I'm just going to admit it. I sent the president Tucker Carlson's clip so he can see the shit that he says about him.
Ooh, we've got a snitch in the office, a rat's in the room.
I do. And I want that motherfucker Tucker Carlson to know that I'm the one who knifed him from the front. I want him to know. I'm not talking about physical violence, physical knifing, but yeah, I'm the one that sent the president all your shit, Tucker, because he deserves to see the fact that you are lying about him and you are smearing him.
By the way, why does she have multiple camera angles? I mean, it reminds me of Ashton Kutcher from Punk. They would like shoot him with 5 camera angles. Maybe she prefers this angle. I don't know. She's got the MAGA hat. She's got some, fake trees here and a alligator jaw, which is probably more real than her own jaw. Either way, again, I'm not here to body shame anybody. I just I wouldn't trust her with any of my worst enemies. But here she is, metaphorically stabbing Tucker Carlson from the front.
And you are saying the most vile things about our country and our president, and you are creating so much chaos. You're going to cause the Democrats to take the House and the Senate, and you are endangering our national security by whitewashing this barbaric death cult ideology known as Islam.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. It's obviously Islamophobic. She's, of course, not hiding from that at all. This is wild stuff, all because Tucker Carlson and the others don't want a war that we didn't vote for, that's going to kill American lives and literally do nothing. It's kind of like how Israel committed a genocide in Gaza, and the goal was to take out Hamas, so they say, but it just radicalized Hamas, and their numbers weren't even dented. So if your goal is to take out a terrorist regime, you didn't achieve that goal. If our goal is to take out some bad hombres over there in Iran or in Lebanon, are we going to meet that goal? Or are we going to radicalize more people to chant death to America? Tim Pool says that does it. I am done. This was the last straw. I'm so angry. And again, an enemy of my enemy is my friends. What do you guys think?
He did say that. He did. He said wackadoo.
If there's any clip you could share with a relative, if they're questioning why we're so anti-war, I think this is it. Here we have I Am Politics Girl absolutely cooking this dude on live TV. This perfectly explains how ridiculous of a war we're in and perfectly explains why we need to get out. Have a listen.
That said no nuclear weapons, but allowed international inspectors to ensure their compliance. Can you actually just let me speak for like one freaking second, bro? Thank you so much. There was a deal.
Now, as she eats him alive, watch how Bo drifts to her like a moth into a lamp.
And Trump came in and said, I can get a better deal. And he ripped it up. And he didn't get a better deal. And then he went into that country at the request of another country's leader. And he spent $50 billion and killed thousands of civilians and at least 13 American soldiers. And hundreds of American soldiers are injured. We've heard our bases. We've heard our radar. People hate America now.
If I was the host, I'd be like, Bo, can you socially distance from her? It's like you're trying to smell her perfume. It's kind of creepy.
We had a president say that we're going to destroy an entire civilization. That's like if I came home and I held a gun to my wife's head and I said, for 13 hours, I'm going to say, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to blow your brains out. Just kidding. We'll talk about it again in 2 weeks. That does not make you a good negotiator. That doesn't make you a good guy. It makes you psychotic.
No, it's not psychotic. It's Trump's art of the deal. What a bizarre time to be alive. Yesterday, Melania Trump first.
Okay, guys. We did everyone except for hold on. Make it make sense.
Candace Owens has responded to Donald Trump's insane message where he turns on his greatest supporters. You hate to
Okay. Sorry. I haven't had a drink in a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let's get to Melania. So everybody was wondering why Melania had given this weird impromptu speech. We're hearing all kinds of things like the White House wasn't even aware. So let's check out the speech really quickly before we get into what's been going on.
The lies linking me to the Jeffrey Epstein and his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards. They are trying to defame my reputation as Einstein visa model. I never been friends with Jeffrey Epstein. I never had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. My email to Ghislaine cannot be categorized as anything but. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's really get into Melania. Melania gave this speech the other day, and as crazy as what we just watched was, the real speech was not much better. Melania had something to say.
Melania. Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties, as Epstein from time to time since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions.
Now, that was not my favorite Melania speech. My favorite Melania speech will always, Melania speech will always be.
What your word is your bond. That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do. That you treat people
with respect.
With dignity and respect, even if you don't know them, and even if you don't agree with them.
That is
and Barack and I set out to build lives guided by these values and pass them on to the next generation because
the many
we want our
generations to
children and
follow.
all children in this nation to know that the only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them.
And your willingness to work for them.
There you have it, folks.
That will always be.
Thank you guys so much. Lisa, Dark Matter, Michael Wolff from the Daily Beast. So that's why she's had the presser. Oh. Ooh. Melania. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Pickles. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I got a thick piece of bubble gum in my mouth. And it is juicy. Dark Matter, come back anytime, okay? Love you here. That was so fun. Thank you guys. Love you. I'm going to go take a nap-a-poo. I may be back later with a nighttime story. So put your notifications on.